Hello, this is Mark. As you can tell, I am very burnt. And that's probably because when I went to Conway today, I was out there for God knows how long. And my neck is also burnt as well. It was my first time going to Conway Yard, and I'll tell you what, it was an experience. Uh, Everybody that drove past who worked for NS, very friendly. They never asked any questions. The engineers and conductors were very nice. Got some horn salutes. A lot of fallen flags. Chicago Northwestern, a lot of uh, Reading and Blue Northern, um, Conrail, a lot of Conrail. Trying to think what else I saw. Um, some oddball ones. Gary's or Gary Railroad or Railway. I was like, who the hell is Gary? I don't know who that is. But me and one of my friends, we tried counting how many trains we saw, and I was like, I lost count after five. I mean, when we got there, there was like one coming in. That was the one that was ahead of us, and then we saw one was leaving, and I guess what the deal is before entering Conway Yard from where we were at, they stop at the signal, not only to get clearance, but also it's a crew change. So there was that. We saw an NS train come out with the rails on the cars that were continuous. Something I never saw. We were able to. We drove the length of the yard from the interstate. I saw a jet blower. The brick is in there, the NS brick. The weirdest engine I've ever seen. It looks like an SD9 that they just made with triangles. It looks terrible. Saw the hump yard in action. What engines NS had. One Conrail caboose next to an NNW boxcar and a covered hopper, like a maintenance away type train. Trying to think what else we saw. New UP boxcars. Trying to think what else. I mean, the yard is huge. I mean, where I'm from, Mingo Junction, which I've been up there in Ohio, the yard is not even, it's probably half. I wouldn't even say half, a quarter of that size. I mean, it is huge. I believe it is one of the largest yards in the Northeast. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is what I was told. But it started off rainy in the morning, mostly because of the fog. And ever since then, it was on and off showers. Didn't bother me. The fact that I got sunburned again. We got there probably at about 9, and we left there probably about close to 3. The trash train was just about to leave, and I was like, I ain't staying for another trash train because that was smelly. But after looking at uploading all my videos to YouTube and my previous videos, I just want to say thank you. Like I said, we do the best we can when it comes to rail fanning. Mostly Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're down here in the CSX yard in Benwood. Both the conductor and engineer, very, very funny and very nice people. And the people in the yard in general, they're fine with us. We've never had an issue there. And, we've started this about maybe a month or two ago. And ever since I got a scanner, I never had a scanner. And the amount of times I've heard a horn near my apartment, those were all opportunities, but I never had one. He does, but he's a little far from actually picking it up. So we've done some interesting adventures, going to Connellsville in Pennsylvania on a Sunday, which was amazing, the amount of trains that came through. And then even today on Memorial Day, going up to Conway, and the amounts that was coming in and out is nuts. And the remote locomotives at work too. So this is really just saying thank you. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Like I said, I'm doing the best I can with uploading videos, whether it be of my train layout or of rail fanning in and around my area. Our next adventure will be going to Akron. There's a hobby shop up there, but that's also Wheeling Lake Erie territory. So that'll be our next adventure. I don't know exactly when that'll happen, but you will definitely see it on my channel. So all I can say again is thank you very much and have a wonderful day.